Hypo's late again. 3 hours. It's like 9 o'clock now.
Yeah. I was 3 minutes
We were
late.
supposed to meet at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The grind started
Because we
early.
had a lot of work to do.
15 hours later.
Yeah.
Could have passed me though.
No,
No.
we were
We were
supposed
all
to
good
meet
today.
at 9
I was
a.m.
I was 3 minutes late. He was 10 minutes early. For you, that's not bad. He was an hour early last.
Being on
two
time
times
means
ago.
being 5 minutes early.
What?
Have you guys never heard that saying?
No.
Being on time means being there 5 minutes
That's such a
early.
European thing.
Yeah.
No.
My dad is always late.
I'm always late. Like always, no matter what.
Because of that, I overcompensate by being 10 minutes early and hanging around for 10 minutes.
Guys,
Nah.
I brought another 2 sets of cookies. That's
Kaiker. Did I just say Kaiker?
Kaiker.
I just said Kaiker.
You did.
But yeah. I just said Kaiker.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Piper.
So spastic. My name is Piper.
Piper.
Yeah. Kaiker.
What's going on?
So life after ISL.
No, welcome back to episode 003.
87 more to go.
Yeah, exactly. We're
97.
making it to
I was
100.
like, I'm bad at math.
No, wait, we're doing 420, right?
420.
Yeah, we're doing 420. So do the math.
417 left to go.
Yeah, 17 left to go. Right, episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one where we talked about relationships, going out.
Okay.
No way, that's your real sneeze.
Ask anyone. That is my real sneeze. I'm that, unfortunately. Okay.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode where we talked about relationships, going out, social life, all of that. Please give us some feedback once again in the comments, whatever you need to do to help us grow and help us grow, because now we're family, guys. Your subscribers, we're family.
We have shared mortgage, the three of us.
Yes. Shut up. But yeah, I hope episodes.
I'm gonna take over from here.
okay,
Right now,
Piper,
we are
take
going
over.
to talk about life after the IB.
So,
Look, I should be the new introducer. Okay.
Taxi driver, bus driver.
Train
Kebab
conductor.
owner.
Ah, yeah. boys.
Kebab owners.
Yeah.
We've got some quite bright prospects.
Actually, okay, so we were talking about this earlier. You're gonna do a gap year, yeah? Okay,
It's
so-
gonna end at 17.
So, yeah, Victor and I will end school when we're 17, so.
Wait, it's 2005? No.
No, I'm 2004, but August.
That's so late.
That's so lame, I think.
I was a smart second grader, okay? And then it all went downhill from
That's
there.
so late.
Um,
Like when school's done, I'll almost be 19.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so what are you planning on doing after school?
Me.
No.
The day school finishes.
Nah. There's always a tradition, our school tradition to go crazy ham party,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
has been going downhill. I feel like from what I've heard.
We
But
gotta
yeah.
bring it back up. But okay, so you're
after
gonna party.
after that, it's the traditional. Everyone goes in parties.
Oh yeah,
and
we forgot to
there's-
introduce the owl. What do we
Yeah,
do
we
with
got
the
it. We got a
owl?
owl.
Well, owl will be okay. Sorry, that was...
I have a name for him.
It's our new.
No, don't disrespect the owl, man.
But yeah, this is our new fourth host. He will
this is our
not
mascot.
talk.
This will be on our merch.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we?
Piper will be speaking twice the amount to make up for him not speaking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want.
She was doing that before the hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm already loud and annoying and take control, but like if you're doing it twice now, this is just gonna be me. Okay.
We love Piper.
Oh.
We're quite mean to Piper. I'm really
It's
sorry.
okay.
We love having you on the show.
For real. But yeah. Anyways.
That was yeah okay. Anyways, I didn't even get a fist bump. Okay.
But
so,
anyways, yeah.
so you're gonna party, yeah?
After school, it's the tradition. Everyone goes out and party. We
Yeah.
don't. We've thought about it, what we're gonna do, but we don't know yet.
I
But
feel like we gotta start planning. I gotta yeah. Okay.
that's
thing is
it's
though-
in the year.
Thing is
more
though,
than
I
a
have
year.
a gap year though, so it's kind of just gonna be actually okay. What do you want to do in your gap year?
So some of you may know that I'm
Crazy good
insanely
theater
successful
actor. Yeah.
Millions on the
Actually, haven't you been in movies?
Dude,
Damn.
I made like $5,000 off movies. It's like nice. It's like good pocket money.
I have like 12 euro on my bank account. Not actually.
It's on 18.
Not actually. It's 7.
But,
Okay, keep going.
So since I want to become an actor when I grow up, which is like, ooh, I want to be an actor, like it never happens. Let's be honest, it's not gonna
No, you-
happen. But I'm willing. During my gap year, I'm both gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna probably either go to England or the US, where the main like film industry is. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna work and go to auditions and live and get life experience for a year.
Watch me like run into you and be like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" 'Cause I'm gonna do the film
That'd be
internships.
crazy.
I'm gonna be like, "Yo."
That'd be crazy.
And so since I think to acting, I think dedicating an entire year is enough to try. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I move on
There you go.
because I already have applied to my uni. So
Yeah.
worst
Oh,
case,
so you're gonna do deferral too.
Worst
Okay.
case for when the year ends, I'm like, oh well, I'm not an actor. Let me go do
There you go.
anthropology in Oxford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the same for
I'll be
me.
at clown college.
It's the same for me. I'm like considering like doing what like I love to do. And yeah, exactly. And it's not really school related, but if it doesn't work, then
Okay, so I'm
going
taking
into
kind of a
university.
different approach from you guys then. So I kind of like after high school, I'm gonna do a gap year and to Australia. Sorry.
What are you gonna do for the whole year?
So there's a program called Workaway, and basically it's kind of like an exchange, but it's not. You stay with a family, and
Do they send a kangaroo to your parents' house and you go to Australia?
yes.
so you go to someone's house and you stay with them for free, and you get 3 free meals a day. But then you work for them in return, so you don't get paid, but you don't really need money either.
Oh, who said that as well?
Someone said that really
Someone
recently.
said
Yeah.
that.
Really recently.
Oh, I remember something. It might have been Piper, but yeah, go on.
I've talked to a couple of people
Maybe
about
it
it,
was
but
Mrs. Doriwana during lunch. That could have been.
I was talking to her about it, so that might make sense.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go there and then hopefully be like a surf instructor on the
After
side.
the webinar, she mentioned that after the webinar.
That's what
Yeah?
Piper said.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
It
yeah.
was Piper, yeah.
But yeah, then I'm just gonna and be a surf instructor on the side. So.
Surf instructor.
Surf.
I'll just get money and surf for like a year.
Do they make one small enough for you? I'm gonna put in one of these in every single episode. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Wait, we just have to have like
Definitely.
compilations of short jokes from Big Day. Just like.
I hope it comes to shoulders. But yeah, gap year is the move for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Many people have talked about it. And it's like, yeah, gap year. Yeah, I know. It's fine.
But, possibly one of the reasons people take gap years is I'd say to figure out what you want from life.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
like we've had to kind of decide already what we want to do.
When you and
When
I were
was
14,
I was 14.
yeah,
I had to decide what I wanted.
IGCSEs and stuff, like you had to go ahead and choose like your subjects for the IB. And thinking about that, they're like, all right, what do you want to do when you get older? Like, I was more focused on getting like McDonald's that day than thinking about my life. So I don't know, it's kind of.
And in Germany, it's even more messed up.
It's
because
like 12, right?
11. You're 11, and
Fuck.
basically your parents. You're 11. You're dumb. Like I have an 11-year-old cousin.
I have an 11
It's like
Liam, that's you.
And yeah, Liam. And
It's gonna be so creeped out from the first video.
like, who is this guy? Why is he kissing me? And so basically, parents have to decide for their kids: are they gonna get a working class job or are they gonna go get higher education? Which is messed up. The fact that like
Yeah. Okay, so do you guys have an idea of like kind of what you want to do? You said acting. You said.
acting's like the main plan.
Yeah, and then if it doesn't
some
work out,
backups.
okay.
I'm considering. As many of you know, I'm like so into fashion. Oh jeez, swearing.
I can see
Sorry.
you as a fashion guy.
I know. I like think about like when I wear like a fit. It's usually on Fridays where I wear something like I haven't worn before, and I think about it the whole week. I'm like, what am I gonna wear Friday? What am I gonna wear Friday? Or even Saturday? And I'm like really into fashion.
That's interesting. That's unusual, no? Like me when I buy clothes, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this like sick outfit. But like other than that,
See, I always have like a really good idea, and then I wake up like 40 minutes late and roll up to school in my pajamas.
Yeah, that sometimes.
This is my pajama shirt.
That sometimes happens to me where I'm thinking something like, wow.
Actually,
it's gonna be great.
I can tell when you have a day when you roll up and it's not like a 5-star outfit. It's just like sweatpants
Yeah,
and
no,
sweatshirt. I'm
that's
like,
the-
oh, don't talk to Sam.
but sometimes Sam rocks something like dazzling.
Three out of like I would say the 5 like school days I come with like I don't care what I'm wearing.
3 out of 5.
No.
I would 2 days
Really?
where I'm just like I'm like.
Then
I
your
need
bad
to
days
wear
are like the
this.
days that I try then.
But then it's on Fridays for me. It's always on Friday because
Friday
after-
Sam goes hard.
Yeah, Friday's always the try.
Okay.
But I'm really into fashion and photography is kind of calmed down, but because I haven't had time yet because we just started B blah blah blah. And it's really hard.
It's
But
so
I'm really like I'm thinking about both, and then of course acting. It's all. I want to do a lot. People say like, oh, you have to do this. I'm that type of
But
guy
I think
who's
we're all
I'll
like
do everything.
I think we're all like creative people. We're not necessarily like math, science, too
My dad's
much.
like pissed off about that. He's like,
Yeah?
why didn't you take high level maths at all these universities? And
No.
I don't want to do maths.
Okay, but the thing is, I feel like it's so much harder for everyone says like it's so hard to do math and stuff. But when you're like a creative person, there's so many things that you can do that it's hard to like refine. Yeah. Because, like, I don't know, I like film and photography a lot, but I also have so many other interests, and it's hard to, like, you know, combine them all.
This is making me really anxious.
Oh, appreciate it.
I knock glasses off the table.
I did too. Did you hear me in the first podcast? I'm like, watch the glass, watch the glass.
Sorry.
But yeah, and I think it's interesting that we all kind of have a similar...
I mean, okay, not to, like, do my own or anything,
but
I'm good at maths and sciences to some extent. Like, I'm able at them. But it's not at all something I want to pursue in my life. It's way too... What I don't like about a lot of academic subjects is that you have to be super interested in one thing for 3 years in like university.
But the thing is, like, fashion or film or acting is so broad. There's so many different... And I think all of us kind of have, like...
What? I didn't get that. But no, I feel like gap year is the move because I feel like I would lose my creativity and everything I love to do if I would go to university, because then it's just like going back to school.
And IB, like, I'm already done, and it's like been a month of it, you know, and so I think
I'm like burning out. I used to.
I'm burning out.
Week, I would get out here. I'd like sit this like.
I did so much work, and now I haven't done anything this weekend, and it's Sunday.
It's been tough.
At 4:39.
It's been. She's had 4 days. I mean, last week she had 4 days.
I did. I did a couple things, but I've also just like watched Netflix. So.
I can't afford to do that, so I'm kind of.
But the thing is, it's so bad because I have an excuse. I'm like, I'm gonna be studying films, and it's just me watching Netflix. So.
The thing is, what with gap year as well is you see now when you like during the summer I was so creative with like fashion, and at the beginning of summer especially photography and also during quarantine when I had time when I wasn't in school, and I would wake up at like 6 to take like pictures of sunset, blah, blah, ride sunset. My bike to like the north of Luxembourg to get like nature pictures, blah blah blah, which I haven't. Because
perks of young Winster things.
Yeah, exactly. But
I feel like school drains a lot of creative juices.
The amount of time I had in quarantine that I actually like found interest in so many other things. Whereas school, I feel like it's all like, you know, we're prepping you for life. All I do is go home and study.
They do prepare you.
Yeah, okay, but
when I get home and I finish school, I'm like, I have no drive to start.
I haven't done barely any photography. Like during quarantine, it was just like I didn't have. Okay, we can go like 200 meters from our house, so it was like my host mom. I was like, all right, get in the frame. But otherwise, like, you know, it's like every other day.
Yeah, no.
But then now that school started, nothing.
No, it's not nothing. It's just I don't have the energy. Like I've put in so much of my mental capacity into this. I do not want to like dedicate anything to like, you know. Also, we're gonna have to. This lighting seems like it's gonna be really.
Put it in. Plug it in.
That's what she said.
It's all right, but we do need some more light.
Okay. There we go.
Way better.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Is the shadows okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
But yes, so dream job, actor, fashion model.
I would say fashion is the main.
Okay, acting, fashion,
cinematographer, or I'm already there. Then I got like a PhD in that.
Surf instructor.
Surf instructor? No, that'll be like on the side. Cinematography or an English major. Okay, English major, nice. Okay, no, in college. So here's my plan. You ready?
I love Piper's input. It's great.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay. I hate you for that, but that was well played. Okay. So I want to double major in English and film because both of which are kind of like dying arts, and so if one fails, then I have a backup, you know. And I like English a lot, but there's also a lot of things I could do with film and English together. And if I have a double major, it makes it a lot better for just someone who would have like an English or film major, you know. So.
That's true.
No. What I was also gonna add to that is, and I don't know why I keep going back to gap year is, I feel like when as you said, when I get back from school, it's usually either I work, I have commitments I have to do.
10 hours of TikTok.
Yeah, that as well, but it's mostly that the creativity drive, especially with photography, where I had to chill because I couldn't do everything, and I feel like
overwhelming.
Well, yeah, exactly. I feel like if I take a gap year, I'm gonna have time to do that and time to get better and grow.
And I feel like also it sounds like so cheesy, but these are like our prime years. Like we're still pretty damn young. And so, like, after, like, once we start college, it's pretty much just going to be study and then work.
But that's the
so
thing.
it's nice.
I've kind of voiced my concerns to my parents about going to university, about how Well, I kind of voiced my concerns about going to university to my parents because I felt like if I do go to a high-ranking university or like a good university, it'll be like
Pressure.
nerds. No.
Oh.
I mean, like, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be people who are like 6 times better at me
Yeah.
than me. But apparently there's a lot of free time. There's a lot of managing your own time.
And it's also focusing on stuff that you actually enjoy, and
Yeah,
that's
if
why
you
I think
find something you love, it's just
kind of off topic, but like the IB, like yeah, it is hard, but I think it's also been nice studying topics I genuinely like.
Like
Like I don't have to
history
take
is
physics or
difficult,
chemistry
it's-
anymore. History's it's so much work,
But it's
I'm interested in it.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And it's the same. English is actually really different. I'm not a fan,
I don't
but
like English.
English is hard now because it's just like analyzing stuff. It's not like
Yeah.
creativity. But film's been really cool. We're,
I
like
mean, objectively, I like history. I like English, and I like my teacher.
I like yeah, it's just the course itself. It's hard to all the creativity. is
That's
completely
another
out of it,
factor
so.
as well. The work we get. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm a very lazy guy. Like I feel
My
like
motivation's gone so down after quarantine.
But I feel like I do a lot. Like for example, during break times at lunch, I have one lunch like a week where I actually go outside because the rest is like filled. But I still feel like I'm a lazy person. So I feel like if I go straight into university, that will actually impact me. Because right now in school, it's like I get home, like I live with my parents. When I go out and I live like on my own,
Then
with,
no
like,
one's gonna have
yeah, no one's gonna be like, yo, it's like it's chill, like whatever. It's gonna be like this is it. You know?
Yeah. It's
And
so
I feel like it's very dangerous for me if I go into university and I'm still like
Yeah.
I am now. I'm just
I think like mental health wise too. Like I think it's good to
It's
take
good
a
to
break.
to like
Yeah.
discover your hobbies, because a lot of people don't have
I
hobbies.
still don't know. Like quarantine was the first time I actually, because I knew I kind of like
Discovered
photography,
yourself.
but it was such a, like a chill. But then I like actually got into it, and one of my host siblings was into film, and so we did like a couple short films, which sounds really cheesy, but it was so much fun. Like the
It's
process
probably
of
really
like
cheesy, but fun.
it was very cheesy. But yeah, no, it was fun just like finding that process. Whereas in school, it's very like structured.
Yeah.
You know, like deadlines and stuff kind of obscure the creativity.
Because university, in what it differs in school, is in university they expect you already to be a time-managing, self-sufficient adult. Which,
Yeah.
me being a year younger when I leave, and a lot of people, like, I don't think, let's be honest, no one's an adult at 18. My brother, he got into university at 18, and he's like one of the smartest people I know. He up his first year. He was just chilling the whole time, because we have strict parents, and if he had taken a gap year, I feel like that would have been very, very
Yeah.
beneficial for him.
Okay. Also, where do you guys plan on going for university? I know that was kind of like a big thing, but
I was considering USA.
oof,
but,
yeah,
but
same.
just from what I've seen recently, and
Yeah, just ask
maybe
parents if they have
yeah,
60
exactly.
grand. and
Maybe it will
shit
change if in November. Maybe my opinion will change about it, or even next year. But America is like now it's a no go. Amsterdam I was considering that as well, but
Maastricht.
no, just Amsterdam, Maastricht. What is it? What Maastricht?
Maastricht.
Don't you speak Dutch? Dutch is a lovely language.
Sounds like a really
That's what they say.
Sounds like a really
Maastricht.
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 But now for me, right now it's London. I love
London. Oh, London's really good for
Dude,
fashion
if
too. If you like fashion, like
If you want
Milan
to stay in
or
the middle of London, I recommend LSE. It's like not only is the campus like
London
sick,
College.
London School of Economics. It's not only economics.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nailed
of
that.
course, it's something else. Yeah, but London is for me the move.
What about you, Pike?
Probably Ireland, just because if I go, I can finish in
Sorry,
2.5
just for
years.
Irish people. Go ahead.
I can finish in 2.5 years if I get a certain amount of points in my IB. Your first year, you just need 40% and above. Like, you don't get an actual grade, it's just like fail or pass, but 40% is like, so you can kind of chill the first year. It's all about like acclimating. And we have a house there, so it kind of just makes sense to, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that makes it way easier.
So
Yeah.
That's so chill. You'll have like a house.
Yeah,
Well-
and I can surf, which is pretty sick, because Luxembourg's really good for
so
surfing.
dreary. No.
The waves are so good, though. Like, it's like the best waves in the world, except the weather's just
I feel like
So-
weather makes me depressed. So,
Oh, okay, that's like a whole other topic. I think we're gonna have like a mental health thingy
mental health episode.
podcast. Yeah.
But okay, so Ireland, London. To me, it's England, but we're probably also going to apply to somewhere in Netherlands. Like, there's a really good.
Yeah, Maastricht is gonna be
But
the
I'm
backup.
thinking either LSE. My dad is thinking Oxford or Cambridge, but let's be
Holy
honest.
schnitzel.
Let's face the facts here. So yeah, LSE, Warwick is good, and St Andrews in Scotland.
St Andrews, I want to do as my backup.
No.
Surf there too.
But like, I hate old English towns. Like I feel like me being in Oxford or St Andrews, it's like these like cobbled brick.
You know St Andrews is in Scotland, yeah? You know St A is in Scotland?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, cool. I was just making sure.
No, but you want to go to a place where you have something in common with it. So you say obviously your house, but for me it's London because I have people who are already modeling at this age.
Boys.
Who are crazy into fashion, and most of them are going to London or staying where they are. Exactly. It's really something that attracts me, and I don't know what's London, but you know, I love it.
I think it's important to. I think it's important to like the place that you're going, because if it's like you said, like a town, schnitzel town, it's hard to.
St Andrews, it's cool.
St Andrews is actually cool. It's you have to.
Open day, like I went to, and I did a virtual open day. And it's just not a vibe. Not only the weather, the architecture, and the fact that I've been in Scotland twice, and both was in the mountains to see my godmother. You know what I mean?
Okay. See, like I have family in Scotland. You can surf there.
That's a bit cringe.
That was a really good accent. That was amazing.
Actually, yeah.
Just put like a.
Ignore Piper. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah. No, I think it's important to have that. I was gonna swerve, and I realized I was doing it to myself. I think it's important to have an affiliation with the place. So, yeah, dude, we're graduating next year. How weird is that? I'm still like mentally in 6th grade. Like,
guys, I'm like mentally. Also, small grade.
Yeah.
No, it's weird because slowly I've noticed my parents have been more like easier with things, I would say, because recently I've been going on vacation with legit just my mates, like without my parents, and it's like, oh, so cool, but like I've seen that they've I'm slowly growing up, and I'm seeing myself growing up, and
it's so
I'm happy that my parents are seeing it as well, and so we have like a year and a half, I would say, left of school.
And it's gonna pass so quickly.
Guys,
we're like in October now. Like we started school in August, and it's almost November. Like how is
it went quick.
Flown by.
That's good because I like.
No, school's. Oh, the fact that it's flying by is good, but.
And these holidays are gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because both my parents are going to Ukraine for a week, so it's gonna be cool.
So party at Victor's.
Yeah.
No, okay, but I think were you? No, you weren't here in 5th grade. So my brother's in 5th grade now, and so he's like reliving all the.
Every episode, I'm sorry.
My brother's like going through all the experiences that I've been through now, and it's so weird. Like he's going on his first away game. I was like, oh, like I remember it's like the biggest deal, you know. So it's interesting
It's exciting that I would say our first chapter of our life is actually like coming to an end.
Okay, so this is gonna like
very soon.
I don't know about you guys, because I personally, I think it could be like my strict parents, or it could be kind of like the amount I've moved about. But sometimes I just sit there like, damn, childhood's almost over, and there's like so much more stuff.
Yeah,
so weird for me. Yeah, I'm kind of having that right now. Like as soon as you said our childhood's almost over, I was like
existential. Have I done enough?
No.
It's the next chapter of our life. And for me, I don't think it's scary. I think it's exciting.
No, it is exciting, definitely. But
I'm excited. I think it's just processing. I don't know.
I like to think I'm gonna be really good at, like, I sometimes think what's gonna be like being an adult gonna be like.
Yeah,
and I think, dude, I'm gonna be
so
good
but
at
I think
money
we're all
management, like keeping my money in.
But I feel like we're all really independent people. I don't know. I'm kind of speaking but just from like what I've seen, we seem to be pretty independent people. So I can't wait to live alone. Like no offense, parents, but
no, not gonna lie. But like
I
sometimes
cannot
I
wait.
think about. I'm a very social person, and I think everyone else here is as well. What about you guys? Leave it in the comment. And I'm kidding.
Ouch.
So, I feel like being alone, it would be so painful. Like living by yourself. On one hand, it's good, but on the other hand, it's gonna be like.
See, I'm like this is gonna sound so like I'm an ambivert. It's like I'm not an extrovert. I'm not an extrovert, but I'm not an introvert. Like I like being social, but I also need time on my own. So living on my own is gonna be like perfect.
I would say I'm an extrovert, but I do like my alone time. Like sometimes I'm like, please, like.
Yeah, so you're an ambivert.
For me, it's mainly I'm not gonna. I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm always happy when my parents are like out of the house, and it's just me.
But imagine if you're happy when.
But they're never gonna come back. That's what I mean.
But here's the thing.
That sounded so wrong.
I'm saying But it's like when my parents leave for like a whole weekend, I'm like, I like put on loud music. I cook what I want. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Same. But here's the thing. Here's the like other perspective. You're happy that your parents are out of town because they are in town the majority of the
the
time.
whole time.
But imagine the entire time it's.
I'm gonna be calling my parents just
your
like.
own music and your like you in an empty room, just your music. You eating pasta by yourself.
Okay, dudes.
Would you?
But in all fairness, are we all gonna be like financially okay to like live on our own in the middle of London, or like Oxford, like?
Accommodation.
Yeah, but
Oxford
even
and LSE do accommodation.
yeah, but even then you're with like one or two other people.
Yeah.
So you're not
Dude,
gonna.
one
Be,
of my brothers.
I'm gonna be on my own in like the middle of like
The weirdest
northern.
He put a tent on his bed so he wouldn't have to speak to anyone else. On his bed, he put a tent.
It sounds like a legend, honestly. That's a fat movie.
What you just touched on, and I think we should close it here.
Yeah.
Our next podcast, and it's already decided, is going to be about, as you said, can we afford to live on? I think we should really talk about privilege and what we have, because right now we're talking like we have like all the money in the world, but I looked at accommodations.
Fucking stacks, boys.
I looked at the accommodations in London, and it's crazy.
Dude, US, just like 1 year in the US is 65 grand, and that's not even like textbooks and everything, which is like another 3 or accommodation, or is it crazy? I don't know if he said crazy.
Yeah, I think it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, I think he thinks it's crazy.
This is why European universities are very good to look at because they're free.
Yeah.
And on that note, we really hope you enjoyed episode 3.
That was such an abrupt like, and on that note.
And goodbye.
Yeah, no, but subscribe
We
if
love
you have
making
not
these,
already.
right? Like I love.
This is fun. It's just okay. I would like to say though, like we have like a topic that we'll talk about and like maybe 1 or 2 bullet points, but the rest is us just like having conversation. So this is
we're
very
really amazing, cool, funny, entertaining.
yeah. If Sam and I are, you speak for yourself. But no.
The battle is going to continue, but thank you for watching. Check out the last episode. I've been on the
Kuiper and episode.
Exactly. Make sure to
leave a comment.
And all of that. Give us some feedback.
And follow
on
our
what we
Insta.
can improve. Follow us on Insta and all social medias.
I just winked, didn't I?
Thank you for watching. We'll hopefully see.